Hi and welcome to the channel. My name is Greg and my wife Jill and I have been using our new 10-2 Northern Light as much as possible this year. We picked it up in early January and we started exploring a bit. This weekend is just Archie and I. Jill's staying behind with some friends. So Archie and I are going to explore some wreck sites, see how we can do. And hope it works out for us, and hopefully there's spots for us. So we'll keep you up to date on how things went, and hope you enjoy it. Please like and subscribe. Lake Recreation Site, and 11 sites here apparently. Not very busy. I'm the only one here at this moment. The road coming in about 25K from the highway was okay. Some rough patches, but I would say generally not too bad. And this is us, Archie and myself, heading down to the lake. A beautiful small lake. It is Thursday today. I expect tomorrow some weekend people coming in. So we'll see how that goes. But right now, I am the only person at this site. They have a couple pit toilets here. There's a site deep in there. My 10-2 would not fit in there. And generally speaking, I think maybe half the sites we could put a truck camper in. Another nice site here. I looked down here before. I didn't want to take it. I wasn't sure. And I thought I ended up with a really nice spot. But this site down here looks to be very nice as well. Opens up to the lake down here. Beautiful. Got a fire pit and table. Currently there's no restriction on fire as long as it's in the ring. You're good to go. Looks like there's some logs cut here for firewood if you need it. I do have an electric chainsaw that works great. I guess this is a boat launch here too, so you may not want to be at this site if it's extremely busy down here. And again, just a nice lake. In the description it's called subalpine. So right now it's probably only 10 degrees Celsius right now, maybe 12, which I'm enjoying because I've been coming in from the Oliver, BC area, Penticton area, and it's been like 35, so it's a nice relief. And my dog Archie loves the cold weather, so he's having a great time. And there's a nice little site here. Again, not the most even surface. This would be good for a tent, perhaps. Just across from that site there, as you can see Archie down there. There's a little site here. Again, not ideal. It's not very level for a big truck camper, but the site down here that I have has been very nice. I wouldn't hesitate to come in. It's basically a pass through this site and to drive up. Could park right here, would work pretty good if I had to. In the distance you can see the 10-2 Northern Light. That's my home for a couple days with Archie. This one is two beside me, and it's quite a nice spot as well. I could have taken this. I drove in it originally and then wasn't sure. And I have a little bit more openness, but again, this is a nice site for a truck camper. I'm now just walking into my area that I've set up. Again, probably the prime spot, I think, on this at this rec site. Again, there is another picnic table. I guess a site in here, most likely set up for a tenter. Like I say, I've got quite an open area. It was fairly level. I did level my truck off. Didn't take much the way I situated it, but you could certainly fit a few vehicles here if you're meeting family or a few friends. Again, overall, pretty impressed with the site. And I hope many of you have an opportunity to come down here. Well, Archie and I made it back safe and sound. Unfortunately, I lost some video of Arlington Lake recreation site, but the good news is Jill and myself and Archie are going back there on the 20th, so in a couple of weeks. So when I go back, I'll take a few shots, walk through the campsite to give you a rundown on that site. It was a beautiful spot. It was a charge of $15 to stay there. But it was really good. There's some day use areas for people. So I think people from probably the Cologne area were going up there. And there was, I think, around 20 sites or so that could be used, separated by 3 camp grounds in the area. And there's a site operator there. So it was a really nice spot and only a couple kilometers of a gravel road to get in there, which was quite simple. But I was excited to have stayed at Boundary Lake Rec Site. Definitely a 20 plus kilometer road in, and 4x4 highly recommended. I don't think you could do it in a 2-wheel drive. In fact, I know you can't. By the time I left, it was half full, and there was only 11 sites there, but I was definitely the biggest unit with my truck camper. Most people just came in there with 4x4s and tented it that I could see, and there's some quads. But overall, it was a fantastic spot.
for Archie and I, and he loved it because of the cold weather. So it was a nice break from the heat, and highly recommend that spot if you have the right vehicle to get in there. And I got some drone shots of it, which you'll see at the end of the video here shortly. Again, thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Thank you.